So, welcome to our Tuesday Wellness Chat. For those of you who are meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Shobha Rayapudi. I'm a board certified lifestyle medicine doctor, and I actually help people struggling with chronic conditions, including but not limited to high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, arthritis, heart disease, and the common chronic conditions that we see nowadays. So I help people struggling with this condition to break free from diseases, get off medication treadmill, and have more energy. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic, like especially like when we think of plant-based eating, we think, oh my God, I don't know, like where am I going to start? Uh, right? So today, I'm just going to show you like how you can get started. So let me tell you about my journey. So, like as a kid, I was very enthusiastic to experiment with foods. So, uh, when I came after school, like I would run into the kitchen and try to do like all of the box things. Like I would take the eggs and think, okay, like how am I going to just make a sweet dish out of eggs, or like how I'm going to make porridge out of eggs. So it was just unusual things that I wanted to do. Like I used to play with the texture of the food, so that used to make me very happy as a kid. And as I grew up, I what I found was I was really attracted to people who who are in very good health. Like I used to see people in their 90s with glowing skin and in their optimal health with much agility and with much strength. So it used to really fascinate me, and I used to always think, can we lead a disease-free life? So that used to be the question on my mind. And following my passion, I did my medical school. So even in medical school, like when I saw people with chronic diseases, obviously the way we were taught is like how to prescribe medications for the particular disease. And after finishing medical school, like I also did my further training in epidemiology. Like epi means on, demo means people, logy is the study of diseases in the population. So, like after finishing that, obviously, I met my husband in medical school, and then like we came to US for our further studies. So one day, as I was cooking dinner, so it was after a hard day of work, I prepared something and placed on the table. And then my husband, who is also a doctor, a surgeon, um, he looked at the food and said, I'm not going to eat that because that has dairy. And I was like, what's wrong with dairy? Because I grew up with those foods. I grew up eating meat, chicken, fish, seafood, like eggs, and also I grew up drinking lots and lots of dairy. Like my day was not complete if I didn't have a full glass of milk or yogurt. Uh, it has to end with yogurt. So um so when uh, so when my husband said that okay, he's not going to eat because it has dairy, I was like, how come, like what's wrong in it? And at that time, like he pointed me to a book called China Study. And by that time, after finishing my epidemiology, like I was working as a clinical I was working as a clinical trials director, where I was running clinical trials. Like, we had clinical centers all across US, and at that time we were running trials on people who were having asthma. So mostly, like, we were experimenting with different drugs that could actually treat asthma. And we so when at that time point, like, I was involved in designing the clinical trials. So like, our group of researchers were thinking of, why not we design a trial with food, just to see like how eating food can treat asthma. But the interesting thing was, like, when we designed a trial using food, like, it was very difficult for us to get the grant, but it was so easy for us to get the grant, like, when we involved drugs. So, but even at that time, like, it did not hit me. Then I also did some trial on broccoli sprouts extract. Again, like, when we were taking broccoli sprouts as it is, it was very difficult to get the grant, but like, you take the same broccoli sprouts, freeze dry it, put it in the capsule, then it was very easy for the trial to be accepted. So I was involved in a lot of research, conducting clinical trials. So when my husband pointed out to this book, China Study, I was surprised. I was like, how come? Because by this time, I had finished my medical school, I had finished my epidemiology training, and also like doing further research. But it never occurred, or even I didn't hear about studies like where food can be used as medicine to treat diseases, to treat chronic diseases. And I was blown away just to see, like, there were actually studies dating back in, like, well before, in 1980s, which was proven that when you eat plant-based diet, like, you can reverse chronic diseases. And like, after learning the transformative power of plant-based eating, then I was like, okay, now maybe I need to switch to plant-based eating, and also teach my patients, or show my patients, like, how we can actually use plant-based eating to reverse chronic diseases. Like, coming from an Indian culture, like, our first step is to cook with oil. So that is the basic thing for us. So here, like, I was faced with the problem of, okay, now how do I cook without using dairy? How do I cook without chicken? How do I cook with, like, how do I have to miss my yogurt? Do I have to miss my butter? Do I have to miss my ghee or clarified butter? Do I have to miss all my sweets that I am so fond of? So it was really surprising to see, like, whether like, how can I even cook it? And also knowing the fact, since, like, as a doctor itself, like, since I was not able to put the connection between food and diseases, I cannot imagine how the common person would be aware of this. So that's why, like, as my passion, and my passion to actually help people to reverse their chronic diseases, I paired up with my husband to create Gift of Health, through which we deliver in-person and online courses to actually help people reverse chronic conditions. So that's how Gift of Health was born. So here we are today, uh, like, how we can cook using plants. I can imagine. The first thing is, when it comes to plant-based cooking, the first thing we are afraid is that we are going to miss our favorites. Uh, so the first thing is to know, like, when it comes to plant-based cooking, the beautiful thing about plant-based cooking is whatever animal-based foods you're eating, that you can make in the plant-based way. So which I call as Plantify. Like you're technically upgrading the ingredients. So you're just taking away the high saturated fat, the trans fatty acids, which are not good for you, and you're replacing with the unsaturated fats from the plants. And you can just modify your dish. I mean, you can have the same flavors, same look, so which we call as Plantify. And CBC made a Plantify documentary on us, which is available in CBC, especially for people living in Canada. So, so let me know, what are the common challenges that you face for plant-based eating? So, like type in the chat, like if you feel like cooking plant-based way is difficult for you. What are the challenges that you face? Uh, Even let me know, like how many of you love cooking? Because I know, like when it comes to cooking, like how many of you are fond of cooking? And let me also know how many of you actually hate cooking. Yes. So, okay. Yeah, let me know in the chat, like what are the common challenges you face. And yes, yes, I see some. Yes, there are some people like who love cooking, but the thing is, there are some people like who don't want to cook. And I really want to make it easy for people to cook. First of all, when it comes to plant-based eating, it's very important that we have the right gadgets. So by right gadgets, so I'm not talking about any sophisticated gadgets here, but maybe like if you have these three things, it will make your life easier. So one is having the instant pot. The thing I love about instant pot is like it has many features. You can pressure cook, you can slow cook, you can saute, you can make yogurt, you can steam. So there are all the features in Instant Pot, and you can buy Instant Pot Duo 8 series, which has all these features. And it comes with a very reasonable price, like below $80. Like if you go for Instant Pot Duo 8 series, but because there are very new versions of Instant Pot, which you would find little bit expensive. The other thing is having a blender. So when you want to make those creamy sauces, like all dairy based creams, ice creams, so having Vitamix is the number two gadget. And the number three gadget is having air fryer. So having these three gadgets in our kitchen, like we can create magic with plant-based cooking. So let me show like what are all the magic that we can create. As I was saying, like when I asked my participants, what what do you think you would miss the most, or what do you think would be very difficult for you to give up? So they say, Dr. Shobha, I think it's very difficult for me to give up dairy. It's very difficult for me to give up cheese. I don't think I can give up my cheese. I don't think I can give up my desserts. I don't think maybe I can give up butter, or some of their, or I don't think I can give up my chicken or meat. So like a lot of people say there are certain things that are difficult to give up, but let me tell you a secret. You don't have to give up your favorite foods. So like here in it, first I'm just going to show like how you can plantify your favorites. Okay, so let's start there, because once you uh, get a understanding, it would be very easy for you to plantify. Okay, so let me. share my screen. Okay, so there you go. So whether it's our like morning, okay. So let's say if you want to plantify your morning tea and toast. So obviously we use dairy milk for our tea or coffee. So here you can actually plantify with your soy milk or any plant-based milk. So let's say if you don't want soy milk, you can go for almond milk. So instead of putting your toast with butter, you can actually use peanut butter or applesauce or homemade strawberry jam. And let's say if you want to have your morning coffee with tea bun or your scones, so again, like you can plantify with whole wheat blueberry scones, and you can also use a coffee substitute if you want to avoid coffee. And obviously, you can definitely plantify with soy milk. And let's say if you want to have your carrot muffins and coffee. So again, here you can make your carrot mini muffins made with whole grains, like without dairy, without butter. And let's say if you want to plantify your cereal with, so here again, like you can use any whole grain cereal and soy milk. And if you want to make donuts, so believe it or not, these donuts are actually made with chia seeds, oats, and then like you can have your coffee with soy milk. And here, like if you are fond of Indian dishes, so these are they are known as idlis, or they are rice and lentil dumplings. So here you're substituting with whole grains. So here you're doing with brown rice and lentils. And this is again upma, which is made from fine rice flour or wheat flour. So again, here you're using whole grain cracked wheat. So you're just plantifying your dish. So when it comes to crepes, again, like you're making them with whole grains. When you're making your tortillas, you're using the sprouted whole wheat flour. And let's say if you want to make your pancakes, again, like you're using whole oats or whole spelt flour, and you're using flax seeds, chia seeds, some baking powder, and you have um, the pancake and waffle mix recipe, which you can do. And with this, you can have your banana syrup. So whether you want to plantify your French toast, again, without using dairy and eggs, you can make your French toast. And let's say even if you want to plantify your bacon or scrambled eggs, so you can use tofu, scrambled tofu, and you can make your bacon with rice paper bacon. I know this sounds weird, but it's really like amazing, like with the rice paper bacon. And then you can have with the side of baked potatoes or hash browns. And let's say if you're fond of baked beans, again, like you can make them without using bacon. So technically you get a hang of it, that like we can plantify all our favorites. And many people, they take their protein shake. You can actually make a plant-based protein shake using banana, flaxseed protein instead. And then coming to our sandwiches. So let's say if you want your chicken sandwich. So here, today I'm just going to show you like how you can have this chicken or tuna sandwich. So we are going to plantify. So here you're using grilled tofu for plantifying your chicken, or you can also use medium firm tofu for the eggless salad sandwich, or here you can see the avocado sandwich. And here, let's say if you want to plantify your chicken burrito. And here comes your chicken salad sandwich. So today, like we are going to make so the chicken sandwich you're making with chickpea salad. Today we are going to see like how we can make this. And then let's say if you want to have your chicken noodle soup with the garlic bread, so you can you make with no chicken noodle soup and have your bread with avocado. So whether it is fettuccine alfredo, again you can make your fettuccine alfredo with non-dairy milk and whole wheat pasta. And let's say if you want to have your spaghetti and meatballs, again, like your spaghetti made with no oil and whole wheat pasta noodles. And can you guess this meatballs are actually made with oats? And here, like if you want to have grilled salmon with baked potato and sour cream, so here you can use your grilled portobello mushroom. And for baked potato, you can actually make your sour cream with dairy-free dips. By the way, like all the recipes that I'm showing, they are on a Gift of Health website, which you can access for free. And then let's say if you want to plantify your shake and bake chicken with French fries, again, like as I said, air fryer is another beautiful gadget where you can actually have your fries and also air fried tofu. This you can make in air fryer. And let's say if you're fond of pork chops with mashed potatoes, so here you're using vital wheat gluten because that gives this texture. These are known as fibs made with vital wheat gluten. And so here you can have your mashed potato and spinach salad. And coming to like if you want to make your barbecue steak and veggies, again, here you can plantify this using the veggie beanie loaf. And you can have with your roasted veggies. And let's say this are Indian, so these are deep fried lentil, like I call this as lentil donuts, but these are vadas. Again, you can make them in air fryer. So whether it is your fettuccine alfredo, and here comes our cheese. So you don't have to miss your cheesecake either. So here, as you can see, the cheesecake is made with cream cheese, milk, and processed sugar. So, and in fact, we had the cheesecake last weekend in our potluck. So we hold potlucks here where we live. We hold plant-based potlucks in Buren. And if you're living in Buren, Marystown nearby area, you're welcome to come to this potluck and taste all this amazing plant-based dishes. And this is chocolate raspberry pudding. Again, you can make this with non-dairy milk and non-dairy chocolate. And chocolate cupcakes. You can also make, you don't have to miss your chocolate cupcakes, whether it is whipped cream and or whether it is cheese ball. And we had this cheese ball for our last potluck as well. And this is the beautiful cake. So you don't have to miss making cakes on your anniversaries, birthday, or like any celebration. So as you can see, you can make this beautiful cakes. You can make the sour cream. You can make the tzatziki sauce. You can make the ranch dressing. You can make mayonnaise. You can make blue cheese dip. You can make rice pudding, or like, let's say, even if you are having palak paneer, again, paneer is nothing but Indian cheese. So even this you can plantify whether you want to have your cappuccino or latte, or whether you want to have your cheese sauce, whether you want to have your ice cream. These are again some Indian dishes, whether you want to have your badam milk, whether you want to have your lasagna, whether you want to have your nachos and cheese, whether you want to have your yogurt dip, whether you want to have your regular yogurt. Excuse me. Excuse me. And whether you want to have your butter chicken, again, you can either use tofu or you can use soy curls. So you get the hang of it. So you are able to see like all these dishes, whether you want to make pizza and you want to have this stretchy mozzarella pizzas, you can actually make with the stretchy cheese with cashew mozzarella cheese. And whether you want to have your mango lassi or whether you want to have your Indian desserts or chocolate truffles, my God, this plant-based chocolate truffles are mind-blowing. So they are made with chickpeas, cashews, and coated with non-dairy chocolate chips. And like whether you want to make your carrot cake, whether you want to make your beetroot halwa. So you are able to see that. And by the way, here comes our samosas. This used to be my favorite. So you you get the hang of it. Like whether you want to plantify your pasta, chicken parmesan, whether you want to plantify your salt beef soup, and especially for people living in Newfoundland, if you want to plantify your jigs dinner, yes, even that can be done. Whether you want to have your burgers, stews, so as you can see, it's very important to have the right gadgets. So like having a food processor helps you to make the brownies or burgers or pies. And this is a stealer, Ninja Creamy. Oh my God, you can make so many varieties of ice cream. And here are some pakoras. You can make vegetable fritters. Again, if you have an air fryer, you can make all these amazing things. When you have Vitamix, you can make your creamy cheese sauce, sour cream. And if you have air fryer, you can make your air fried tofu. You can also make puris, falafel, French fries. So as you can see, you can make all of this. So the first thing for plant-based cooking is to know that you don't have to miss your favorites. But the good thing is you're actually substituting the high saturated fat, the food that is unhealthy for you, you're substituting for a healthy ingredients and making that. So as some people said, yes, seriously, I don't have time for cooking. I know, like, for some, like, even though you love cooking, then you are like, okay, I just, I just want to have it fast. So today, like, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you some dishes. I'm going to head to my kitchen and show you like how you can create some plant-based dishes, even where no cooking is involved. So in today's session, I'm just going to show you certain dishes which you can do no matter where you are, whether you are at home, whether you are traveling. So I'm just going to show you simple dishes that you can do. The other concern people have is, oh, can I get enough protein? Anybody here who is concerned whether they would get protein? Well, whether they would miss their protein? Anybody here? Just like few weeks back, like I was in a summit, and it was so interesting to have other speakers speak about like how crucial protein is, and you cannot get protein in plant-based foods. So if you guys have any questions about that, let me know, because I'm just going to bust you. But I'm presuming most of you who are watching this, you very well know that you can get protein from plants. In fact, plants are the only thing under the planet that can produce essential amino acids. Animals or humans cannot produce all essential amino acids. There are 9 essential amino acids which the human body cannot produce or animals cannot produce. So they have to get it from the diet. So guess what? Plants are the only sources that they produce all these amino acids. So if you're thinking that you're not going to get complete protein or enough protein, so you are living in an age where you can test for yourself. So the other thing is, whenever in doubt, use this app called chronometer.com. Okay. So in that, you can just type in like what you're eating, And you can see how much protein, even it lists each amino acids which you're getting. It lists the vitamins, minerals. So don't you want a food package which is not only providing protein, but it's also providing the micronutrients, where it is providing the fiber, where it is providing vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, antioxidants? Guess what? They're only present in plants. So hopefully, I'm presuming like none of you have those challenges in terms of thinking whether I would get enough nutrients. So since that doubt is cleared, let us see how we can do some cooking. Okay, so are you guys ready for watching some cooking? Okay, okay, good. So I'm just going to head over to my kitchen and then we will start cooking, okay? Hey, okay. So hopefully you guys are able to see. So again, as I said, many of us, we do many of us don't have much time for cooking, right? So today I'm just going to show like one simple breakfast option which you can do, and I'm going to show you well, like one main meal which you can do, and if I have time, I'm also going to show the dessert. But let us see like how it goes. So coming to having breakfast. So here, like I'm going to show a breakfast where even like no cooking is involved. And I just call this as 5-minute breakfast system. So in this, like we are just going to use whole grains. We are going to use plant-based milk, and I'm just going to use 5 ingredients, okay? And this is very simple. So for this one, so let me show you. Okay, and I'm just going to flip my camera so you can. Okay, there you go. So like what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, this is 1 cup of rolled oats, and this is something like you can buy from Costco. So nice thing is this is sprouted. As you can see, it's sprouted rolled oats, and this one is from like 1 degree organic foods, and this is available in Costco. So it's better to buy this from Costco. Like you get a big bag, which you can utilize it. So this is something, so it's always better to go for sprouted grains. In that way, you know that you're using whole grains. So here we have, so this is sprouted rolled oats. So I'm taking like 1 cup of sprouted rolled oats. And here the ratio, I'm just going to use 1, 1, 2, 2. So as you can see, I just put like 1 cup of rolled oats. I'm putting 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. And now like I'm going to add 2 cups of fruit. So again, when it comes to fruit, like here I have some cut apple, cut Bosch pear, mango, and banana. So I am just going to take 2 cups of fruit. And I'm just going to add some blueberries because it's so much fun to add blueberries. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of plant-based milk. So again, here, if you're in Canada and US, you have the Silk brand. You also get like original and unsweetened. Initially, when you're transitioning to plant-based, you can go for the original one. But like after some time, like you can switch to unsweetened milk. So here, then I'm adding 2 cups. So here we go. So it's simple. It's just 1 cup of rolled oats, 1 tablespoon of chia seed, 2 cups of fruits, and 2 cups of plant-based milk. And you just mix this up. And another interesting thing is we are going to add some flavoring. So here I have pumpkin ice spice. So what, like by adding all this, like what you're doing is the fruits, especially blueberries, they are providing you with a lot of antioxidants and phytochemicals, which you don't find anywhere else. Like the amount of antioxidants is almost 60 times more when you compare to any other food. So that's why like it's rich in antioxidants. So it's good to add berries. And you can pick any fruit. Again, fruits, they are rich in fiber. They give you the natural sugar. As you noticed, I have not added any artificial sweetener or any sweetener. And this itself, like you could just have this. And guess what? Believe it or not, again, you can put this in chronometer and this whole thing, can you guess? It's actually giving you 25 grams of protein. And if you add every ingredient, it's actually 30 grams of protein. This is, and you can leave this overnight. So let's say you can just make this overnight, and then this is something that you can have in the morning. So like your bowl is ready. Again, as you can see, like no cooking is involved. This is something that you can put it. This is something you can leave on the counter, or if you want to put it in the fridge, you can. But usually I just leave it on the counter. So you can see the yummy overnight oats. Okay, now that we have got our breakfast down, now let us see like how we can make a quick meal. So here, like I'm going to make a chicken salad using chickpeas. Okay, so here, again, if you want to buy canned chickpeas, you can go for the Eden brand, or else like if you have instant pot at home, like you can cooked chickpeas in Instant Pot. So for this, to make this salad, so I'm just taking 2 cups of chickpeas. So here, like I have 1 cup, and then I'm just going to take another cup of chickpeas. Okay, here we have our 2 cups of chickpeas. And for this, the spices that we are going to use is one is Dijon mustard. The other one is spicy mustard. And then so this is like 1/4 cup of celery, and this is 1/4 cup of onions. So I'm just going to add this. And the recipe actually calls for 4-bean salad. But guess what? Even if you don't have 4-bean salad, you can just add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. So like today, I'm just going to make without the 4-bean salad. So for this, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. So this is the one. And now let me add 1 tablespoon of spicy mustard. So this is 1, and I'm going to add another 1. So technically you are adding 2 tablespoons of spicy mustard. So here you go. So I'm just going to use the masher to mash the chickpeas. And to this, I'm adding, you can either use red onions. Let's say if you don't have the red onions, you can use the white onions. So you're adding onions, you're adding celery, and let me get some nuts. So here I have some almonds. So if you have sliced almonds, you can use that. But let's say if you have whole almonds, I'm just going to. So you can use around 1 tablespoon of crushed almonds, and let us mix this together. And here comes our another favorite ingredient. So I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. There you go. And our chickpea salad is ready. So this is something you can put it in a wrap. You can make it as a sandwich. You can even just use it on the lettuce. Let me get some lettuce. Okay, so you can take lettuce. And you can get creative with this. Like once you put it in the lettuce, like you can put your fixings, you can have your tomatoes. Like you can make a sandwich as you wish. So again, you could just, if you want to avoid the bread, you could just put it, you can just make it as a wrap. And let's say, let us add some fixings. So you can add some cut tomatoes to it, or you can eat this one as it is. Like you don't need anything else, but let's say if you want to add tomatoes, peppers, you could just make this into a beautiful meal. So now this is something. So with this, you can make your new no tuna sandwich, or you can make your chicken sandwich. So as you can see, again, no cooking is involved here. Like you can make this in bulk and keep it in the fridge, and for your lunch, you can have this no chicken sandwich. And for your breakfast, you can have your overnight oats. And I'm going to show you another quick thing that doesn't require much. So many people wonder, okay, so there are so many vegetables sitting in my fridge. So what is that I'm going to do with it? So here we are taking romaine lettuce. We are taking peppers. Since these peppers are small, like I took 2, but if you have medium size or big peppers, you can actually use that. And I'm just going to grab some vegetables from my fridge. Okay, now let us see what we can do. So here I have cucumber, I have carrot, I have avocado, and I have some cauliflower. I also have some sprouts in my fridge. That's why I got it. But this is optional. Like you don't have to add this one. But let us see like what we can do with this. So technically here we are adding one green. We are adding peppers. And can you believe just these two peppers like almost have 700 micrograms of vitamin C. And then we have our carrot, rich in vitamin A, and we have our cauliflower. So under cruciferous vegetables, we have cauliflower, and here I have some cut purple cabbage. So cabbage and cauliflower, they fall under cruciferous vegetables, which are very much beneficial to repair our DNA, boost our immunity, repair our cells, and actually prevent us from having cancer. So we can use this to create salad. And then I'm just going to, so technically what we are going to do is we are just going to cut this. I'm just going to give a quick rinse. Now, this is something that you can make it every day. This is a very simple salad. So technically, I'm just using the romaine lettuce. I'm just adding this. And this is cucumber. Here I have some already cut peppers, so I'm just going to use them. I already have this cut pepper, so I'm just going to add the cut peppers. And we're going to shred some carrots. So I'm just going to peel the carrot. And I'm just going to shred it. I also want to show you this fancy peelers. As you can see, like when you cut them, you actually get them into this fancy pieces. Like you can just get them like julienne. So I'm also showing you. So let's say if you just want to have some so you can see our carrots, peppers, our romaine lettuce. And to this, you can add some purple cabbage. So I'm just going to throw in purple cabbage. And now let's add our cheese. So you can actually take cauliflower floret and shred it to give the cheese-like appearance. Do you see that? So it just feels like you have added the cheese. So like your salad is ready. I mean, like you literally, I mean, the flavors of, the crunchiness of the carrots, peppers, and a little bit chewy cucumbers. and crunchy romaine lettuce. This makes, like, even if you don't add any dressing, this is so delicious. Like, even if you just want to eat as it is. But let's say you don't have much time to make the dressing. So we have this vinegar. So either you can use balsamic vinegar, or even like Olive Tap has a nice brand. It's Olive Hats. So let me get that. So this is actually by Olive Hat. And as you can see, like, this one is vanilla dark balsamic vinegar. And this is white vinegar. It's the peach one. So either you can go for vinegars, but what we will do is, since we have the chickpeas, since I have some cooked chickpeas, I'm just going to show you how we can make hummus. And here we are just using 3 ingredients for the hummus. So I'm just going to take So I'm going to take 1 cup of chickpeas. And I'm just going to use some chickpea water. So it's almost half cup of chickpea water. To this, I'm adding 1/4 cup of lime juice. And I'm adding half teaspoon of salt. Okay, and now I'm just going to blend this. This is a very simple hummus recipe and it is so tasty. So I'm just going to blend this. So it's going to make noise. So our hummus is ready. I made it a little bit thin because as we are planning to use as a dressing for our salad. Let me show you. Like, you can see, like, it is little bit runny. I made it little bit runny since we are just going to use as a dressing for the salad. So you can just pour this dressing over this salad. Either you can have with the hummus dressing, or you can have it with your vinegars, or you could just have it plain. So let me add this avocado as well. I only added half of it. You're welcome to add a full one. So, and this salad, can you guess, in between our overnight oats, like you can enter this in chronometer. So in between our overnight oats, salad, and our chickpea salad, just these three things, they have 95 grams of protein and they have 75 grams of fiber. And this is, as you could see, this is so simple to make. You could just start with this. Like you can start with making overnight oats for your breakfast, have the chickpea salad, which you can either have for your lunch or dinner, or you can just make this salad. So as you can see, like this are very simple to make. No cooking is involved. You can just start with this. So I would love you guys to experiment with this, and for the first few weeks, make these dishes, eat it, and you can see for yourself how you feel. Like when it comes to taking care of your high blood pressure, taking care of high cholesterol, taking care of diabetes, like these foods, they're providing you the nutrients, and they're also providing you the healing nutrients that with which you can reverse your chronic condition. So today I just showed, like, without using much with any cooking equipment. But for the next Tuesday Wellness Chat, like I'm just going to show you some yummy recipes which you can make. But first of all, I just wanted you guys to get started with this. Okay. So have a wonderful rest of the evening today. And if you have any questions, like feel free, and you can visit our website, giftofhealth.org, where you can find all these recipes for free. And like we have this Gift of Health page where you can like if you want to message us, and or if you want to email us, you can email us support@giftofhealth.org. So have a wonderful evening, and it was such a pleasure to spend this evening with you. Okay.